Hello, lovelies. Thanks for joining me today on the mat. Amelia here, and today we're going to do some lower back work, opening up the hamstrings and the hips, and just kind of a full body flow before we come down and relax. So about 30 minutes today. We'll see how that times out with our practice. So jump into something comfortable, hop on the mat, and thanks again for joining me. I'll open up with a meditation from our dear Pema Chodron. And so she's talking about wakefulness being found in both pleasure and pain. So find yourself sitting up on the mat nice and tall, maybe shift the shoulders back just a few degrees in space. Feel the eyes close. And just really start to deepen the breath. Let's take 3 deep breaths in through the nose. Sigh it away out through the nose or the mouth. Another full inhale, just really arriving at this space on your mat. Feeling whole, complete, and secure. Last inhale. Smooth exhale. Just allow yourself to drink in these words as you take it in. Practicing meditation, we're not trying to live up to some kind of ideal. Quite the opposite. We're just being with our experience, whatever it is. If our experience is that sometimes we have some kind of perspective, and sometimes we have none, and that's our experience. If sometimes we can approach what scares us, and sometimes we absolutely can't, then that's our experience. This very moment is the perfect teacher. It's always with us. It's really a most profound instruction. Just seeing what's going on, that's the teaching right there. We can be with what's happening and not disassociate. Awakeness is found in our pleasure and our pain, our confusion and our wisdom, available in each moment of our weird, unfathomable, and very ordinary everyday lives. Allow another deep breath to come in through the nose, and as you exhale this time, as if you were waves, just gently swoosh it on out. And then laying down any intention for your practice that best serves you in our moment, here and now, making the very real commitment to both the pleasure and the pain. I'm slowly starting to open up the eyes. Hey y'all, let's go ahead and hop on the mat. So again, make yourself comfortable and we'll come over onto the mat. And let's start off here in a nice seated position. As we're really working on opening up hips and the lower back too. So from a nice comfortable seat on the mat, go ahead and extend the right leg on out over towards the right, flexing into the right foot, and just drape this left hand on down towards the length of the leg. Breathe the left fingertips up and overhead, and then really reaching with the left fingertips. Continue to lift and extend up and over, and feel the side body lengthen. You might transfer your gaze on down towards your right hand, and then up towards the left hand. Down again towards the right. Then back on up towards the center line. Left fingertips will lightly track on top of the left shoulder. And give yourself just 3 deep circles as you rotate your left elbow up and over and forward, up and over and forward, and then up and over and forward. Yeah, reverse. Take it in the opposite. And as if this was like a little private retreat for one, you get to be really luxurious in your movements today. Tapping into whatever the body needs. That feels about even. And we'll come back towards the center line. Release left hand on down towards the earth. And let's swap it out. Let's draw the left leg long, extending through that foot, flexing into the foot, and simply drape the back of the left hand anywhere onto the leg where it might meet. Feel the right fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling. And then cascade that right arm up and over. As you do so, actively wrap your right shoulder down a little bit more in space as you root your right sits bone and continue to lift and extend through the right fingertips. Look down towards the left hand. Back up towards the right hand. Then down once more. And then just like this right hand, we're drawing you up as if you're kind of like a marionette. Lift back up towards the center. Beautiful. Release the fingertips on the top of that right shoulder, and then we'll find those circles. Deep breath opening through the shoulder. And you can move as slowly or as quickly as you like here. Tapping into all of your inner reserves. I'm just asking again what it is your practice is calling for today. Reverse, taking the opposite way. Lifting up and open. Full, deep, and complete. Yeah. And then once you're feeling even on this side, release and relax that right hand back on down. So from here, begin to extend both feet out long directly in front so that the toes are flexed on up towards the ceiling. You may kind of rock the hips a little bit side to side. Draw the sits bones down. Inhale, unwrapping and lifting the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Lift up through the fingertips. Full breath in. As you exhale, fold it forward. And again, allow your hands to fall somewhere onto the thighs and back. I encourage you to find a place where you're pushing into your very limit. Find a place that feels perhaps just comfortable and kind of easy. And as if you are being like the anti-valedictorian of your class, flip up the hands and just kind of relax into the posture. You can even relax the feet here for a moment. Allow the crown of the head to kind of dip down. Feel the jaw get soft. And for a moment, just notice the effect of not striving, of not reaching, of not pushing yourself, but just feeling that simple ease and sweetness. In yoga philosophy, you'll probably hear folks refer to it as sukha, or sweetness or ease. Welcome another course of breaths here. And then begin to slowly lift your gaze towards your feet, flex into the feet again, get a little bit more activation there. And then with the fingertips, I welcome you to walk them down a little bit farther now. So you are pushing a little bit more deeply into your limit here. Maybe your fingertips make it somewhere onto the shin, or perhaps the ankles, or maybe we do connect with the feet. Yeah. And just kind of sway a little bit here over towards the right and over towards the left. And let yourself just kind of surrender into the posture and feel the effect on the lower back that it has when you just open up the legs. And feel the effect on your mind when you invite yourself to not really take things seriously. Just stretching and moving and breathing. And flex into the feet. And take one more deep breath. Exhale fully out of the mouth. Alright. From here, fingertips will slide up the length of the thighs and we'll come on into a tabletop position. So working yourself into this tabletop, we'll have the knees stacked directly underneath the hips. Hands will spread out bright underneath the palms. You might take the tail a little bit over to the right, over to the left. Begin to shift your gaze in front and then shift your tailbones back behind you towards your heels. Option to curl the toes under. Begin to claw at the ground as you stretch into the back body. And just let it feel good. Opening up through the shoulders. Feeling the mouth even maybe opens a little bit. You could cultivate a really deep yawn here. That always feels good. Press it back on up towards the center line. Inhale, lift and extend this right leg really long behind us. As you exhale, gently round into the back body and hug that right knee up in towards the chin. That's one. Do two more. Inhale, lift and extend. Feel a lot of power and length through that back right leg. Exhale, draw in. Puff up the kidney band towards the ceiling. Last time. Inhale, lifting and lengthening. Exhale, hugging that right knee in towards the jaw. Take your gaze forward and situate your right foot just to the left of this right thumb here. So kind of coming into a low runner's lunge. And you might readjust for a moment too, maintaining that right kneecap stacked evenly on top of the right heel or ankle. Inhale, take your fingertips. I always say this because I love it to bring the floor closer to me. If you don't have props, like yoga blocks or a book, then just changing the position of your finger can do this. Inhale. As you exhale, gently shift the hips back in space and then begin to draw a flex into that foot. Magnetize this heel on down towards the earth and then gently begin to guide and press the heel down as you shift your hip back in space. Yeah, and then just breathe. Nice and easy, as if you were on a beach in Hawaii or any tropical location. Feel the mind begin to open and relax, and then any niggling thoughts or things that perhaps were still coming into your practice today, give yourself gentle permission to let those go. Another deep breath in. Exhale. Begin to rebend into this right knee, and then from here, lifting up, pressing the hands on down towards the top of the thigh. Now breathing the fingertips all the way up and open, sweeping the fingertips towards the ceiling. Maybe press the heels of the hands together. Deep breath here. On the exhale, guide the hands towards the heart center and we'll find a twist. So hooking this left elbow all the way towards the outside of this right thigh. So step one, reconnect. Step two, continue to lengthen and twist and turn. Oof, my back just scratched. That's why I love twists. I always feel like something moves back into place. Continue to use that left elbow to really twist up and open. The palms are pressed firmly towards the heart center. You may take your gaze up and open as well. Another deep breath in. Exhale. Release the hands back on down towards the earth. Begin to bring awareness into this back left foot. And then pivot, kickstand this left foot over towards the right hand side. Begin to press the body back up towards this kind of knee stand posture, and then this left arm sweeps up and over to plant towards that back edge of the mat. Continue to rotate the heart and the chest and the shoulder open, extending through the fingertips, open through the fingers. You might even roll the wrist a little bit. Another deep breath here. Exhale, really sit back on down into a tabletop position. We'll be facing the opposite side. Spread the hands bright underneath the shoulders. Wag the tail a little bit once again, side to side. And then in the spirit of working a little bit more in the low back, inhale, take it forward. As you exhale, either pin the elbows towards the side or roll all the way down. So this is one. Inhale, press back up. You have the option to come all the way down or go two more times. Inhale, press the body back, hug the elbows in. And come back towards the tabletop position. Last time, inhale, take it forward, pin the elbows on back, hug it in. This time we'll all come down towards the belly. Yes. And into our belly, we're going to press on up into Sphinx pose. This is one of my favorites. Gently position the elbows so that they're drawn underneath the shoulders. Bend into the knees and then sway the feet on either side just to get a little bit of movement. A little bit of side to side action. Release on down. And then positioning the left arm so that you're coming over towards your right fingertips. Bend into this back right foot. Give yourself a gentle twist. Reach back, capture hold of the right foot, and just guide it on in towards the back body. So you kind of like lift up. Continue to press the low belly in and feel the gentle release in the lower back and maybe even the quads here as you open up through the shoulder as well. Deep breath in. Exhale, release. Let it on down. All right, we're really getting into it now. Right fingertips. And display over towards the left forearm. Bend into the back left knee. Reach back, capture hold of the left foot, and guide it on in. Do continue to press up through the right fingertips and pressing the forearm on down. Maybe even the low belly lifts. Another deep breath. Yeah. As you're ready to release, let it on go. Let everything on down towards the mat. Press the hands under the shoulders. Inhale, cobra pose. Give yourself a little bit of lift. Feel the elbows and in towards the hips. Rock it a little bit side to side. You can even take your gaze to the right. And take your gaze to the left. And then from here, continuing to press on up. We'll find a tabletop position, just so. Feel the tail spread wide, and then inhale, lifting up through the left leg, powering it long, strong, and sturdy. Exhale, hug that left knee on in towards the nose. That's one. You've got two more. Inhale, lifting up, extend, really powerful. Exhale, guide the left knee on in towards the nose. Last time, inhale, long and strong, lifting up. And exhale, hugging the left knee in. Take your gaze forward. And then plant that left foot just over towards the right of the left thumb. Tenting the fingertips and really drawing the crown of the head forward. Just making sure that this left knee is tracking on top of the left ankle. And draw the crown of the head forward a little bit more in space. And then from here, gently shifting the hips on back, flexing into that foot. Yeah. Really magnetizing that heel on down. Relaxing the jaw. Spreading bright through the toes. And then really feeling the belly of the hamstring open on up as you continue to shift it on back in space. Tenting through the fingers. Another deep breath in. Exhale, rebending into this left knee. And then from here, beginning to work our way on up towards this kind of knee stand posture. And so left knee stacked evenly on top of that left ankle. We'll take this in a little bit different of a way and change up our order, shifting that left knee a little bit more. Inhale, sweep 10 fingertips high, up and open. Gather the hands, press them fully together. Lift the gaze, lift the heart, deep breath in. Exhale. Gently guide the hands on down towards the heart. And so this time it's this right elbow that's going to reach over and then hook just towards the outside of the left thigh. So step one, we've made that contact here on this side, right? We'll continue to lift up and twist though, so that these pressed palms are lying directly in front of the heart space. You can take the gaze up and over. Deep breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. Then exhale, gently release on back towards the center line, and then pressing ourselves back up towards this kind of knee stand. And from here, awareness into that back right foot, and gently swivel it over towards the left-hand side. Right fingertips lift up and open. Shift and travel this right hand all the way towards the front of the mat from here. Plant the right hand, stretch along through the left leg, and then breathe up and open through the left fingertips. Really feeling a lot of energy, a lot of connection into those left fingers. Maybe roll the wrist one side and then the other. Another deep breath. Exhale, back on down towards the center line. Coming towards, once again, that tabletop position. And then from here, let's roll it back on down towards the earth. So crown of the head shifts forward. This time the heels might tuck up in towards the glutes. And as you exhale, just like you're moving through water, smooth and slow all the way down towards the belly. I think we've lost our music. So we'll just simply have to envision ourselves on the beach nevertheless. Walk the fingertips forward, press the palms a little bit further in front, and this time lift up through the neck and shoulders as you press your pubic bone on down towards the earth, just giving that back body a little bit more lift and sense of opening. Another breath in. Exhale. Release on down towards the earth. Plant the hands under the shoulders. And so you have a couple of options. We can either come back up, as always, into our friendly tabletop position if it's in your practice. It feels kind to your body. An alternate is coming into downward facing dog. So curling the toes under, shifting the hips up and back, and draping the heart on down, and just feeling that deep stretch into the backs of the legs. From here, shift your gaze towards the front of the mat in between your thumbs, and then we'll gently step one foot at a time, coming all the way forward into Uttanasana, a forward fold. Take hold of opposite elbow. You can shake the head yes. You can shake the head no. Come back to that idea of whatever's nurturing you for your practice. Feeling that wakefulness in both pleasure and in pain, and things that might work really well for us and things that just sometimes don't. And then root down through the feet. Interlace the fingertips at the low back. Begin to lift up through the knuckles and continue to shift the body until it's about parallel towards the edge of the earth. Exhale. Reach. And then pedal out the legs a little bit more as you simultaneously rinse the arms up and overhead. We're going to come into that Ardha Uttanasana variation again. Inhale, lift up, bound. Press the belly down towards the floor and feel the side body grow really long. Then exhale, release. Shake the head yes and no. Inhale, lift up once more, this time all the way towards a standing position. Inhale, begin to lift the arms up and overhead. Full and complete breath in. Lift the gaze and exhale. Hands will come on down towards the heart space. And then go ahead and widen the feet a little bit more so that our right foot is going to extend all the way towards the back right edge. Our left foot is going to extend towards the front. Take a really deep bend into this left foot as we spread the arms out across the horizon, coming into a warrior two configuration. Flip the palms up towards the ceiling. And then flip them back on down towards the earth and feel yourself just settle in a little bit more. Inhale, bump the hips towards the back edge of the mat as you extend the left arm on down, anywhere onto the leg, reaching up through the right fingertips. Maybe lifting the gaze up towards the right hand. And then back on down towards the left foot. Lifting up towards the right hand once again. Then exhale, both hands on down towards the floor. Begin to walk the feet sideways so that both feet are facing the long edge of the mat. And then we're planting the hands underneath the shoulders, tinting the fingertips. My feet are slightly turned in so that toes are in, heels are out. And it's to protect the low back. Inhale, lifting up through the pads of the fingertips. And exhale, bending into the elbows, letting them go out wide, east and west, and lowering the crown of the head on down towards the earth. Inhale, lifting up once again, and either continuing with that for the next 2 times or wrapping the hands around the calves. As you release the crown of the head down, inhale, lifting up, feeling a little bit more stretch in the low back. Exhale, bring it on down. There it is. Inhale, last time to feel that length. Feel everything growing long from your toes towards the tip of your head. Then exhale, walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. We're going to take this onto the other side. So angle the right foot over towards the right, and then left foot is going to come in towards an angle as well. Rebend into this now front right knee. So right knee tracking over right ankle. Inhale, breathe out through the fingertips. Flip the palms up towards the ceiling. Exhale them on down. Bring awareness to your hips as you bump them towards the back of the mat and continue to extend this right arm over and down. And it'll cascade somewhere onto the leg, onto the foot, the ankle, and then release the fingertips all the way up towards the ceiling. Breathing up and open. Another deep breath in. Exhale, release. Both hands will come on down towards the earth, and we'll step this right foot all the way towards the back of the mat. We're going to finish out with our more active portion here. You have the option to come into a plank pose, the top of a push-up, rocking forward and back. You're always welcome to bring the knees on down. So think about what makes sense for you and your body today. If you're still lifted in plank, give one more final breath. And then as you exhale, just like you're moving through water, nice and slow, pin the elbows back and roll all the way on down towards the belly. Inhale, lifting up into Bhujangasana, Cobra pose, elbows along the side. And exhale, release and unravel, coming back on down. Take the hands under the shoulders and shift it on back into child's pose. Hips to heels. Relax the forehead, relax the hands. And take another deep round of breaths in. You ready? Rolling it on up. And we'll find some final relaxation on the back body. So go ahead, get yourself situated, and we'll come all the way on down towards the back. Begin to breathe the right heel on up towards the ceiling, and our left knee is going to be pretty sturdy bent right here. Roll into that right ankle a couple times in one direction, and then a couple times in the other direction. As you're ready, right ankle is going to crisscross on top of the left thigh. Just give yourself a moment to extend and shift that right knee over to the side. And breathe the fingertips up and interlace at the back of that left thigh. Flex into the feet here, and then relax the base of the skull on down towards the earth. You'll just kind of rock and roll it out of movement in these static postures, but you might be craving stillness. So wherever you are, feel the lower back stretch, feel your hip and piriformis just kind of gently open, and as if you could send pure breath into that hip and get a little bit more open. Take it more side to side. Exhale. Release the left foot on down towards the floor. I can see my dog Perla looking through the window at me. She would really like to join our practice today. I have to extend your left leg long onto the mat and draw the right knee up in towards the chest. A little bit more side to side, rock and roll. And then the next time that this right knee is shifted and extended over towards the left-hand side, we're going to keep it there. So I like to guide right side down with the left hand on down towards the earth and breathe the right fingertips up and over towards the left, just to come into a twist. And so if this is speaking to you, you can stay here. If you'd like a little bit more of a hand stretch, you can reach down and capture hold of that right foot. And then continue to extend this right leg all the way over towards the left. And take your gaze in line with the right fingertips. And breathe, full and easy. And then exhale back towards the center line. Plant the feet back on down towards the earth. And so now bend into the knees, lift the left foot on up, flex into the left heel, flex into the toes, and just roll it around a little bit in one direction, a little bit in the other direction. Deep breath in. On the exhale, crisscross this left ankle on top of that right thigh and really open up this left knee to the side. Begin to hug this right knee in towards the chest. Reach on down and then interlace the fingertips at the back of the right thigh, flexing into the feet. Oof, mama, that is tight. And just notice, maybe it is feeling really tight like I am today, or maybe it's feeling more open. But rather than placing judgment or attaching this sense of should, we'll try and just open up to that direct experience, to that idea that there's a teacher in both pleasure and pain, in ease and discomfort. Side to side, roll it on out. Then from here, releasing that foot back on down towards the earth. Stretch this right leg out and then guide the left knee on in towards the chest. Yeah, and just open it a little bit over to the right, over to the left. This should feel really good, really restorative, very relaxing. And then the next time that we find our left knee shifted up and over towards the right hand side, continue to guide it down with this right hand. Shifting down, left hand is going to fall up and open over towards the left side. Feeling all the benefits of that deep twist. And relaxing through the fingertips. Feeling the toes. Feeling even the soles of your feet. Just start to get heavy and feeling as though you've accomplished something. And now it's time for that sweet sense of relaxation. You may choose to stay here. If you did so on the other side, you want to extend that left leg straight or straight-ish and capture hold of the left foot with the right hand. Now's the time to do so. And we'll stretch it all the way over. Continue to breathe through the left fingertips. Taking your gaze over towards the left thumb. And feel your face relax. Feel even the space between your ears start to cool and open up. Draw in one final breath here, stretching out through the leg. On a sigh, simply let it go. And return towards the back body for our final resting pose of Shavasana. You can stretch the legs out, the arms wide. Open up a lot of space. Allow some air to maybe get to the underarms. Feel the feet just kind of flop out. And give yourself a soft little smile. Feeling very protected, accomplished, and at ease. And so you're welcome to relax here for as long as you want. That's kind of the benefit of doing home yoga or virtual yoga. And so stay as you may like. I'll get up momentarily and I'll remind us of our words of our meditation. Breathing full, breathing easy, and breathing really deeply. Practice meditation. We're not trying to live up to some kind of ideal. It's quite the opposite. We're just being with our experience, whatever it is. If our experience is that sometimes we have some kind of perspective and sometimes we have none, and that's our experience. If sometimes we can approach what scares us and sometimes we absolutely can't, then that's our experience. This very moment is the perfect teacher, and it's always with us. It's really a most profound instruction. And just see what's going on. That's the teaching right there. We can be with what's happening, not disassociate. A wakefulness is found in our pleasure and our pain, our confusion and our wisdom, available in each moment of our weird, unfathomable, and very ordinary everyday lives. Drink in another deep breath. Exhale it out fully. And as ever you're ready, gently pressing yourself back up to one last seat. Thank you guys again so much for joining me today. May the rest of your day, your week, your month, your year go really well. And so we'll gather the hands in towards the heart space and to honor ourselves and those that practice with us and everyone else on this planet. You can all say namaste. Namaste, y'all. Be easy. I'll see you next time.